Hello and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth. Of course, Willard Mitt Romney is in trouble because of his comments about not being concerned about the very poor. Well, it shouldn't come as any surprise that he would make a gaffe of this nature, but one needs to remember that most of the supposed gaffes of all of these people and idiots who are running for office right now are not gaffes at all. They reveal their actual true state of mind. He doesn't give a crap about the very poor. And the same can be said for Newt Gingrich, who is trying to jump all over Willard Mitt Romney for his comments on the very poor. The fact that Romney would even dare to say that there is an adequate safety net for the very poor in this country, and that's why in his attempt to try and explain away this, that's the reason why he's not concerned about the very poor. Well, a lot of the people who are the very poor in this country happen to be black. And Willard Mitt Romney is a Mormon. And of course, they accept black people into their membership now. Well, apparently God to the Mormons was wrong at one point in time because they would not accept black people. But when it came to the money issue, by God, they started to accept black people, and gosh darn, God was wrong about them black folks. Just like apparently the founding fathers were wrong when they denoted that blacks were 3/5 of a human being. And that was later revised, just like the prohibition against blacks in the Mormon church. So my point in saying this is that if you have an organization that is supposedly being followed by the Word of God, and that Word of God is supposedly infallible, etc., then therefore their beliefs and their points of view when it comes to theological positions at one particular time should be the same as another particular time, unless God changes his fucking mind, which I suppose is possible, but then, what's the point in following a God who is chimeric and going to change his mind? So the point of all this is that the Mormon church had a policy of looking down on black people as them being unqualified and unfit to serve in the priesthood of the Mormon church. Therefore, inferior. So it is rather natural, I imagine, that Willard Mitt Romney would have no care whatsoever about the poor because he's rich and because a lot of them are black and he doesn't like them. He thinks they are inferior. So you look around and see all of the racial rhetoric that is going on in this campaign, and you see it spelled out plain and simple, clear as glass, that there is a white supremacist side to everything that every Republican candidate is doing. And it's not necessarily a racist position of holding black people down and preventing black people from getting ahead in life or having a home and a job and being able to go to the corner store. It's more of this inherent idea that white people are better. And that's why the Mormons did not allow blacks in the priesthood for what? 100 years or more. Actually, more than that, I think. So when Romney says he doesn't care about the very poor, he doesn't care about the very poor because he's stinking, filthy rich, and because a lot of them are black and he thinks they're inferior. And the same can be said for Gingrich and Ron Paul and Rick Santorum, all of them. They have the white supremacist ideology of we're better than black people. They may not come out and say it, and they may not be overtly racist, but the underlying thread is there. And you have a double with Romney, who's rich and a Mormon. Blacks are inferior, according to the previous Mormon church. And I'm rich, so I don't give a crap about you very poor people. Thank you. Good day.